Wow, just wow. And here I thought I was doing something with these. I guess I wasn't doing nothing. It's back to the drawing board. What's up, BP Squad, and welcome back to another breakdown of anime training, where we discuss your favorite anime character training methods. Now today we're going to be discussing why Rock Lee's weighted leg training is one of the best and most effective methods of training to improve not only your kicking height, but also your control, power, speed, and every physical attribute that you could possibly think of. Guys, Rock Lee's weighted leg training is goated, and for good reason. We all got to give Guy Sensei his props for being able to be so creative and adaptive with his taijutsu training approach. I mean, if you don't have any special ability like ninjitsu, then what would you do? In my opinion, Aaron Yeager said it best. Understand this, guys, you have to move forward with what you have, despite not having everything that you want at that present moment. That's why I love Rock Lee's weighted leg training. This scene alone made me realize how effective weighted leg or kick training can be. Imagine taking off those ankle weights. I can almost guarantee you feel like you can float like a butterfly. That's why weighted kick, or again, leg training, is super effective. You will significantly improve so many physical attributes that will help you in the long run in regards to training or fighting competitions. With that said, let's talk about the pros and cons of Rock Lee's weighted leg training and how it will benefit you when approached intelligently. Now guys, you have probably more than likely seen me train with ankle weights, doing a variety of different kicks and holds. I do these because it challenges me more with my hip strength, balance, and mobility. But keep in mind, I had to build up to get to this point. I started out with just regular kicks and holds. You have to build and condition your body before diving deep into weighted leg training. Doing weighted leg training when you're a beginner and at times intermediate will hurt you in the long run, which I'll discuss later in this video. Just remember, body conditioning, strength, mobility, and flexibility are key components when training with ankle weights. Weighted leg training comes in different practices. Basically, you can do what I call actual real-time kicks, hold, slow and controlled kicks, assisted kicks, and the list goes on. Each of these variety of kicking practices comes with major benefits. Some a bit more risky than others, but overall they have their place in training. Real-time weighted kicks are the most risky because you're putting a lot of stress on the joint. That's why you commonly hear it could damage your joints over time. For real-time weighted kicks, you need to be relatively advanced, strong, and conditioned. And when I say condition, your body, especially your joints, in particular your ankle and knee joint, need to be properly conditioned. Do not jump into weighted real-time kicks right away. Take your time, and even then, if you are seasoned, don't overdo it. We want to train for a long time, not a short time. And I call them real-time kicks because you're not aiming to hold the kick. You're just freely releasing them as you would in a fight. Now, Rock Lee more than likely is using leg weights in his real-time kick training to improve his speed, power, kicking height, and more. But I'm sure he would train those intelligently because Guy Sensei ain't teaching no scrub. Weighted real-time kicks will mainly again improve your kicking speed, power, and height. Your kicking speed and power will gradually increase because your body has that extra weight on it. And this in return will increase your explosiveness and your force output, meaning your body has more mass on it. So in order to move it, we need more muscle fibers and a strong nerve impulse to help move this mass. Over time, your force output will be stronger and more powerful, giving you more kicking speed and power. Of course, your kicking height will increase because the added weight makes it harder for you to kick higher. And over time, as your body adapts to the weight, that particular weight will get easier and easier for you. But again, do this intelligently. I recommend to do weighted real-time kicks maybe once or twice a month, but at your own risk. Don't do this a lot. And again, don't go berserk. Don't have these long and extensive sessions, and don't kick violently. You do not want to hyperextend your knee when you have weights attached to your ankle. The next drill we will talk about is weighted kick holds. Rock Lee, I'm sure, in this particular training session is using ankle weights. See how he holds that nice side kick briefly? That will build crazy strength and control. Weighted kicks are my favorite because they're less risky than the weighted real-time kicks and more beneficial in my opinion. With weighted kick holds, you'll be primarily focused on improving your strength and mobility within your hip, while also greatly improving kicking balance. You'll be improving your hip strength and mobility because the added resistance forces your hip to work harder and harder to hold that kick for time. You'll also be building stability. Your balance will increase because this is a unilateral exercise, so the primary load is shifted towards that standing leg, mainly within your ankles and the constant tension that's placed on them. The time under tension will greatly improve your balance over time. Weighted kick holds is great for all levels too, because again, you don't have to worry about that added stress compared to the weighted real-time kicks. However, if you're a beginner, still approach this intelligently. Even if you're advanced, do this at your own risk. Always keep this in mind. Less is more, don't overdo it, train smartly. My recommendation for weighted kick holds is anywhere for 3 sets, 15 to 30 seconds. Maybe just 2 or 3 sessions a week is okay. Now we have slow and controlled weighted kicks. I don't recall seeing Rock Lee doing slow and controlled weighted kicks in Naruto, so this is my added one. I love slow and controlled weighted kicks because you're building the same attributes as you would with the kick holds, but now you're building more dynamic strength, stability, mobility, flexibility, and of course, control. The improved control comes from building strength and stability. Your muscles and hip joint will significantly strengthen and become more mobile. Flexibility and mobility comes from the moving of the wide range of motion as you perform these controlled kicks. Dynamic balance will also increase because you're holding that stance for a particular amount of time. You will be moving your body through a wide range of motion, thereby improving dynamic balance. Of course, if I was Guy Sensei, I would have Rock Lee and all of my students prioritize slow and controlled weighted kick training. I recommend to do weighted slow and controlled kicks for 3 sets, 8 to 15 reps. Keep in mind, mix up your slow and controlled weighted kick training, meaning you don't always have to kick. You could do what's called side kick or roundhouse kick waves, figure eights, kick circles, and more. Do these particular drills for time, so maybe 3 sets, 20-30 seconds. Just remember, don't overdo it and take your time with the kicks. My last weighted kick recommendation is again, something we haven't seen Rock Lee do, and that is assisted weighted kicks or holds. When we do these assisted, this of course will take the balance aspect out of it, but we will be able to really focus on the technical and strength aspect of this drill. Assisted weighted kicks will help you build strength, mobility, flexibility within that hip joint. The holds will build strength of course, and the higher you hold it, the more flexibility and mobility you will build. But the biggest gain, in my opinion, is the stability of your hip joint that you will be improving. You have to be sure, since you're taking the balance aspect out of it, that you are squeezing the working leg for more strength and stability. This assisted isometric tension will help greatly with strength, stability, and stamina when you do these freely. Do the assisted weighted kicks for 3 or 4 sets, 8 to 10 reps, and the assisted weighted kick holds for 3 or 4 sets, 20 to 30 seconds. Again, do all of these drills at your own risk. Just make sure you don't overdo it. And that's pretty much my take on Rock Lee's weighted leg training and why I think it's super effective. Although I add a couple of drills that I practice on my own, I want you guys to be able to decide which drill will benefit you the most. But as always guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to smash that like button as this helps with the overall growth of the channel. Don't forget to make sure you're properly subscribed. I'll see you guys next Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Peace and love, and ashe. Boom. We out, baby.